So fetch.
So we got a tier list. So I just want to reiterate with this, okay? This is like the top 100 metal bands that we have featured on the channel, okay? Not like that I've, you know, it's not of all time generic. It's what we featured on the channel that I have listened to, a part of the metal journey. So if you've been here for a while, even if you haven't been here for a while, you would know what's kind of going on, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to put Mastodon down at D tier. I think this works. It's less confusing. Okay, good. So just don't be like Mastodon, okay? That's really what we've got going on. Don't be like Mastodon because they're trash. Tier E, Children of Bodom. I just had to, you know, we're going to go basically alphabetical order, but we had to get Mastodon out of the way. So we had to get Mastodon completely out of the way. So Acid Bath. I thought Acid Bath was pinched fingies. I think that they were super, super good. You know, if you saw my full album reaction to When the Kite Stream Pops, I really, really enjoyed Acid Bath. So I think they're definitely S tier. Just so many different genres. I definitely got a lot of more Tool in them, but anyway. But they're really good. It's so much more than just like the Tool sound. I don't know, they're so good. Moody Boys. Y'all can help me too if where you get like really confused. So Agalloch is next. And I really enjoyed Agalloch as well. What I like about Agalloch is they're not only from Portland, but they're also like moody. And they're like the perfect like winter metal. Not listened to them enough, can't say. They're so good. So I would definitely put Agalloch in S tier. Definitely. Oh, you think A tier? Okay, I'll put them in A tier because now that I think about it, yeah, I think they're not Acid Bath level, but they're still really good. They're like good moody, like sad girl, sad boy, you know. Okay, we ready to move on? We want to do Amon Amarth next. Amon Amarth is B tier. I agree. I think Amon Amarth is... It's tricky because, like, Amon Amarth is death metal that's, like, Viking themed. There's a lot of people that will be like, oh, Viking metal doesn't exist. Amon Amarth, I think their older stuff was really good, but after seeing them live in LA last year, I was like, bro. They're so gimmicky. I think, hi Parker, how are you? I think I will put them in C tier. It's not that they're necessarily bad, but I think that I didn't get to experience the full thing with them and their like main singer. And I thought the dance moves were a little weird. So I'm still interested in, like, I'm always interested in all of these things except for Mastodon. Like, I would rather listen to Pantera more than Mastodon on any day of the week. Bathory! What do we think about Bathory? I think Bathory is really good black metal. I like that it's just like one single dude pretty much. And what's the Twilight of the Gods song? I think it's pretty solid. I don't think it's Acid Bath like S tier for me. I think that sometimes it misses a few marks. So I'm gonna say A tier. But are they better than Bathory? You think S? B tier? Ooh. See, now I'm kind of torn between putting them... See, I like Bathory. I do like Bathory, but they're very commercial in their later stuff, which isn't a bad thing, because obviously they're very much selling records, and that's kind of what you've got to do. This specific record that I picked, though, is pinched fingies. So for that, I'll put them in B tier. Are we just going off just the couple songs you heard or everything? Just what I've heard on the channel, but y'all can help me. I mean, that's all I have reference to. Haven't listened enough to them. I wasn't fully impressed with this record. I thought it was interesting. It was like, I think it was a different sound than we've had before, but I think it was definitely weird for the first listen for me. Incantation is a B. You want to put them in B? Yeah, because it's like, are they like Amon Amarth tier or are they like baby metal tier? That's tricky. You really like them? I think they're C tier, bestie. I just like needed more time with them. I'm not fully impressed with the record we heard. Solid A tier for me. I really, really enjoyed. Actually, solid B tier. It's B for me because when the songs I listened to, like the first 3 were really good. I really like their unique ability to do so many different genres and just play around and have fun. But there were a few songs that I listened to that I was like, I don't know. So I think it's B tier. I think they're really good. They're very talented. Between better than Behemoth, you high? No, I think they're B tier. They're B tier, so they're on the same level of Behemoth, but I think that I enjoy them more than I did Blood Incantation. Don't listen to Mastodon, just don't. Cannibal Corpse, as we know it, S tier. You already know. Cannibal Corpse is S tier. Cannibal Corpse is one of the best death metal bands that came out of Florida, in my honest opinion. And I also love Corpse Grinder. I'm also completely biased 100% because they were my first metal band ever to listen to. So I really want to pick D tier now. I want to put it as D's nuts. Carcass, S tier. Obviously, Carcass is fire live. Fire records. Love that they are literally vegans and they just do all of this meat covers and everything. If you haven't seen them live, go frickin' see them live. It is so worth it. Carcass is so good. Love it. Cradle of Filth. Cradle of Filth. So the only song I've listened to is She Is a Fire, which I really loved. But I love Danny Filth. I love his corpse paint. I love his vibe. But is it better than Amon Amarth? It's definitely not as good as Carcass. I really like his vocals, but is it better than Between the Buried and Me? I think it's better than Between the Buried and Me. I think it's about the same as Behemoth. And I think it's better than Amon Amarth. Oh, this is hard. This is so hard. I'm gonna put it as B tier. I think Darkthrone is C tier for me. I think there's better black metal out there. Now, granted, I'm basing it off of the one song I heard, which I thought was okay. I liked Mayhem better than what I heard, you know. And I think Darkthrone is also, again, a certain vibe that you have to, you know, associate yourself with. But I liked Mayhem better than I liked Darkthrone. We dive on Patreon. I had an interesting experience with this. And I'm doing an album review of their self-titled album. So at first I was like, ooh, you know, I didn't know if I really liked Deicide because I'll just give you my full thing. I thought Cannibal Corpse is better than Deicide for sure. Like, I think Deicide just didn't really bring... Originally, I thought that Deicide didn't really bring anything to the metal scene in comparison to Cannibal Corpse because they literally started at the same time. Then I started diving more into this record, which again, y'all will see this album review. So I think for this particular record, I think it's S tier. But... for the longevity of death metal, I'm going to put them in A tier. I don't think they're as good as Cannibal Corpse. I think they had some really solid albums in their first, like, 4 albums. But I think they kind of lost it after that. How are you? Now we have Dimmu Borgir. I'm actually pronouncing it right. What do we think about Dimmu Borgir? Dimmu is B. You think so? I might have to switch some of these things around. I really like their costumes. They have some really good... They're kind of like a darker epica. But I think they're C tier. You know? Dime Burger. Gimme Burger. I think Gimme Burger is... I think they're good. I think Epica's better. I think Behemoth is better. I think Cradle of Filth is better. But I like their theatrics. I would see them live. Demon Burger. I'm having trouble remembering Dissection. Did I like Dissection? I can't remember. Did I like it more than Dimmu Borgir? I think I did. I'm going to put them in B tier. Is A borderline S. I loved Dissection. Did I? I guess I have to, like, remember. I'm going to put them in B tier. Because I think I liked them more than I liked Dimmu Borgir. Because I remember my distaste for Demon Burger. Okay, Dream Theater. What do you think about Dream Theater? I'm gonna say cringe. Oh god. Trash is very well understandable. Dream Theater. I really, really enjoyed Dream Theater. It's difficult because I actually didn't enjoy Octavarium as much as I thought I would. I think Dream Theater is very, very talented, very, very good, especially their Change of Seasons song. They're just so talented. So I'm gonna put them in great because they are great. There's some songs I don't like. They are not better than Carcass or Cannibal Corpse. I do like the harder stuff, but I think that these boys are really great. But Dream Theater is kicking. Dream Theater is kicking. So this tier is still very much good. Definition of pretentious metal? I don't think so. No, I think pretentious metal is Lorna Shore. Dying Fetus is amazing. Dying Fetus is absolutely amazing. I think that they're, you know, I like the good death metal. I like the good ribbity vocals. I still remember reacting to this and being like, what am I actually listening to? Dying Fetus is a great time. They've been in the game for a really long time, and I kind of get like a mix. This is gonna sound weird, but I get a mix of like Infant Annihilator meets like Cannibal Corpse with Dying Fetus in terms of like, especially with this album cover, that's just kind of what I get, even though it's absolutely nothing like Infant Annihilator. Okay, Emperor. I really liked Emperor. Ooh, are they better than Dissection? I do love a good dumb gimmick. Ooh. Hi, Zerata. How are you? Emperor's S tier. I think Emperor is... I think they're good. Oh, but they... Oh, God. They're not as good as Immortal. They're definitely not as good as Immortal, and Immortal has my heart. So with that in mind, like, I think Emperor's really good, but here's our bestie Immortal, and I think Immortal is great. I think Immortal is A tier. This album, especially At the Hearts of Winter, I think is what it's called, is pinched fingies. It's fantastic, and it's great. From the show. First Fragment, Bubs. I think First Fragment is definitely great. It's way, way better than what is it? Between the Buried and Me. Ghost. But nowadays it's too much pop rock for me. I am gonna give them another chance during Moshtober, because I feel like that's the perfect time to listen to them. They're definitely better than Mastodon. I would listen to all of Ghost's discography over Mastodon's. So, you know, I think Ghost, they're kind of a more like gimmicky pop metal band with corpse paint from afar. So I need to I just need to listen to them some more and see how I really like them. Gojira. I'm gonna say they're fine. I don't really like Gojira very much at all. I think that they're quite boring. And like, the environmental stuff is fine to sing about. I feel like Cattle Decapitation just does it better. They're very talented musicians, and I really liked The Art Is Dying, but that is like the only song I liked out of that 5-song discography dive. Otherwise, Gojira, I'm just like, ugh. I am so sad that Pantani's thing isn't in here. Oh, it is in here! Yes! There you go. Yes, I was like, I swear I put it in there. Pantera, so we jumped a little bit out of the list. Pantera is also joining Mastodon, where they both belong in the hot garbage can. So, Panty Boys and Mastodaddy, no more. Y'all are trash, and you will always be trash. And every year when we do this annual tier list, you will always be in the trash, and that is where you belong, and that is where you will stay. So, hi Eugene, how are you? Why do you break my heart like this, Kaiya? Look, Jonah, I love you, but I can't do the Panty Boys. You're in our thoughts and prayers. Gorguts. Oh, Gorguts. Oh. I think they're fine. I think Gorguts are fine. I am not a huge fan. Sorry, Spoothy. I also think I need a little more time with Gorguts. But honestly, it bothers me, again, how little they release music. And I just think that the music that they have released, I remember it being a very strange transition. And I'm not super into it. Halloween! I think Halloween is good. I like Halloween. Hypocrisy! Great. Hi, Red Cloud, how are you? Hypocrisy is great. Hypocrisy is easily A tier. And I only listened to one song, but this, The Arrival, I think is what it's called. Fire. I almost said something else. I'm trying to watch my language a little more, because apparently the last few, definitely the last streams I've been posting have been getting like limited ads, because I guess I'm cursing too much, even though I don't say the F word. So here we are. Welcome to my PG stream. Today we're going to put Hypocrisy in tier great, because they're great. I think Annihilator is good. I think Annihilator is good. The reason why I think that is because they're a very particular vibe for that kind of audience. Their whole thing is very much goofy, gimmicky, everything, but I really love the music. It's very much kind of like this extreme deathcore sort of. King Diamond, I don't think we have to really fight over this. King Diamond is A tier, or S tier, amazing. We obviously know this. Nobody does it like the King. Nobody is like King Diamond. Cradle of Filth, I think, is like the closest thing to King Diamond in terms of vocals. King Diamond, there's nobody like him in metal that I have heard. And he's just, you know, I'm also going to... I made his other project, Merciful Fate, separate, but they're obviously going to be the same. Merciful Fate, fire. King Diamond, fire. All the albums, fire. You've got everything you could possibly want between the storytelling and all the packaging, every album being different. Nuns Have No Fun is insane. This album is crazy. Yeah. What else do we have to say? Kylessa. This is a more kind of unknown underground thing. I put them in here because they have two drummers and it's a chick. It's kind of this grungy chick that sings in the band. I enjoyed this band, but I think they're fine. I think they're just fine. I think the two double drummers could be a little bit, you know, it's a particular taste for some. Lorna Show. We're gonna have to do some scrolling now. Lorna Shore. I'm just putting it in fine right now so we can scroll up a little bit. Actually, you know, I'm actually gonna keep it in fine. I'm gonna keep Lorna Shore in fine. I think Lorna Shore is fine, but Will Ramos is top tier amazing for vocals. Like, I think Lorna Shore, this specific EP that's featured in this photo is pinched fingers. It's so good. I didn't even listen to their most recent album because it looks boring AF. Will Ramos carries Lorna Shore, and honestly, I really want Will Ramos to just like get out of Lorna Shore and like do his own thing, because he is probably the most talented young vocalist for metal right now. Meshuggah. Ugh. We're gonna put them in trash. I thought Obzin was okay. I wasn't super impressed, and I think this is again a super personal thing. And if your heart is breaking right now, I want you to know that again, I feel like we need to make a different tier. I wasn't super impressed with this record. Gent is very much a very specific thing. And I think it's just a little harder for me to get into. It's a harder listen. I definitely think it's better than Mastodon, but Gent is very particular. Did you say some people will unsubscribe? That's fine. I mean, I wish you would stay, but some people are very personal about their music. You know? Metal Church. There you go. Metal Church, S tier. They're amazing. Fire, amazing. I liked them a lot. I feel like they're honestly better than Iron Maiden, in my opinion. Fine or good? Fine or good? I think they're fine. And it's difficult because not this particular album. So Metallica, they're hard because everybody's kind of like gateway band. Recent Metallica, I think, is trash. And I think a lot of people are just lying to themselves when they say it's good. This record in particular, Ride the Lightning, and, you know, I loved the Black Album. Loved the Black Album. I've done a 5-song discography dive on them, so I've listened to some songs off of Kill 'Em All, off of Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets 2. But they also made Lulu, and they also made Saint Anger. And I also didn't like And Justice for All and how they treated the bass on that record. I thought that was extremely petty for a band. So I think they're fine. Overall, their impact, you can't deny that Metallica is great and that they've done great things. Moonsorrow is next. I definitely had a voice crack there too. I think Moonsorrow is good. I think they're very solid medieval-y kind of black metal. Morbid Angel. Definitely amazing. They're definitely better than Deicide. Like, that's the thing, is like, you think about death metal coming out of Florida, like Deicide I think is great, but I don't think they're as good as Cannibal Corpse and Morbid Angel. Mortician, I think they're fine. I think Mortician is fine. I think, from what I heard, granted, I was listening to Mortician to be sassy towards J-Dog, and I'm gonna be honest, but me and J-Dog are cool now. So I have this shirt, and I do want to listen to more Mortician because I like grindcore. I like the more intense stuff. So I'm definitely here for Mortician. Ne Obliviscaris. Ne Obliviscaris I think is amazing. Absolutely fire amazing, and I only listened to one song. 14 minutes of beautiful goodness. I mean, you have violin, you have clean vocals, growling vocals. The fact that they, instead of doing a guitar solo first in the song, they just did a violin solo. Like, they're amazing. Like literally, Ne Obliviscaris is an extremely promising band for right now, and they give me hope. Next, now I am going to be listening to more Nile, and I really like Nile, and I'm going to put them in this tier. Great. Yeah, I change it. Yep, I think they're amazing. So, full disclaimer, I've only listened to one song on Nile. However, when I was visiting Russ, like I mentioned in that video, he played me, I think, this record in its entirety, because what else were we going to do in LA traffic? So, this record was awesome. And I love death metal, and I think Nile is extremely special with this kind of like Egyptian thing that they've got. So, I mean, y'all know me, I like death metal. I love this. They're also from like North Carolina, South Carolina region, which I think is dope. So I'm here for Nile. I'm here for Nile. Opeth. I think they're great. I think Opeth is great, personally, than Mastodon. Everything is better than Mastodon, so just know that. Of Sulfur, this is a very, very solid deathcore band from Century Media. I know deathcore is kind of an interesting one for some people. I was very impressed with this Of Sulfur band. Similar to kind of Cradle of Filth, little bit of Lorna Shore, but you had some really great cleans. I really liked Of Sulfur. I didn't think I was gonna like Of Sulfur as much as I did, and I was thoroughly impressed with them for deathcore, and I really enjoyed this album cover and the music video and stuff. So I think Rammstein is okay, but I also kind of want to just put them in fine because I like that they have pyrotechnics. And you know what? Here, this is what we're gonna do. There you go. Perfect. We officially made the list better. We made it the way it was meant to be. Poor Mastodon. You know, because it's just going to be confusing, because I would listen to Meshuggah and Pantera over Mastodon any day of the week. So Seep is next. We'll keep going. Bye, Ale. Thanks for being here and joining us today. I think Seep is great. If you don't know Seep, if you like hardcore stuff, listen to Seep. If you like grindcore, death grind, that sort of stuff, gory, sort of like Carcassy-esque meets Horrible Earth, Seep is the way to go. They're underground, and they're awesome. Slapnuts is next. Now, some people don't like Slapnuts, but because they're everybody's kind of like gateway. I think they're good. I think Sodom is A tier. Gorguts is fine, I'll take it. I think they're good. I think they're good. But I think, where are they? I think I liked Creator better. Again, I like Creator more than Sodom. Suffocation is next. I think this is BDM or technical death metal. I think they're fine. Not the worst, not the best. But I think I didn't really connect with their sound. So, BDSM, brutal technical death metal, that's right. I think out of all of the thrash bands, I think Testament is great. I'm trying to keep this sent as like, basically we all know that Mastodon is in trash, so we can just keep it like that somewhat, you know. Tool. I think Tool is good. But here's the thing, is Acid Bath is better. Acid Bath is the better Tool, but Tool is still very good. And I like their sound. Tool is much better than Mastodon. Tool ain't worse than Mastodon. I prefer Tool over Mastodon, yeah. Grammys are the stupidest thing ever, but I think I still want to cover stuff that they do just so that we can laugh at how dumb their decisions are, you know? Undeath, you're going right up top where you belong. Undeath, I love you. I love you so much, Undeath. Ugh, if you haven't listened to this Undeath record, it's time to rise from the dead, I think is what it's called. Peak, like, current death metal. It's so good. This record was perfect in my opinion. It was so good. Very classic death metal. It's just great. Yo, bro. I'm putting you in timeout, bestie, okay? I ain't dealing with your stuff, Andrew. You're being kind of creepy and gross, and we're trying to do a tier list, okay? My panties and my used tissues and my trousers and all of that stuff, that's for me. If you want to go and you know, find yourself a good time with your own willy, then go to my Instagram page and do that and take it off of here, okay? I ain't dealing with it right now. Wintersun. I'm sorry. That might have been really inappropriate. I don't care. Just don't be a creep in my stream, okay? We're here to chill. We're here to have fun. Don't be a freaking weirdo. God, why? Anyway, that's a whole other rant. Wintersun. If he's a creep again, I'll ban him for sure. Wintersun, I think is fine. So Aborted is an awesome grindcore band. Absolutely should go see them live. They are for sure going in top tier for me. In amazing. Aborted is such a good grindcore band if you're into grindcore. Ad infinitum with Miss Beautiful Melissa Bonney. I think they're good. I love Miss Melissa Bonney. She's so beautiful. She's great. And I think that she has a really good like scream. She has a great ability to do like mostly just cleans and then places her screams in certain areas. Ad infinitum is my pop metal. They're what is kind of like replacing Ariana Grande for me, because Ariana, I've stopped supporting her. I don't support her anymore, and I actually need to take my Ariana Grande patches off of my vest now because I've completely disowned Ariana now. So we have beef. Amaranth. I mean, if you want to sit through that, we could do that. Amaranth, I think, is also very good. I'm going to put them right at the same time. Right at the same place as Ad infinitum. Again, I think they're great, just pop metal for me specifically, personally, when I'm feeling like I want to listen to metal but also feel very feminine and girly, that's what I go to. And that's why I listened to Ariana Grande, was because she brought out that like feminine, you know, thing. And that's what they're replacing that for me. I love it. It's a girl thing, you know. So I like it. Now, Alyssa, we love Alyssa. I haven't really heard her voice for the most current version of Arch Enemy, so I'm kind of basing it more on when, like I said, when our what is her name? Angela Gossow was in there. Great. Angela Gossow, I have no words. We've talked about this significantly on the channel. Angela could scream in my face all day long, and I would be happy. I would be content with my life. I could die happy, just screaming in my face. August Burns Red, you have a very special place in my heart. I think you're good. I'm gonna say you're good. Great Christian metalcore band, amazing stage energy, very great live. Like I have they were my first concert for me, so I'm a little biased. They were my first metal concert for me. Singer was, you know, twirling the mic like a yo-yo. Great breakdowns, just good metalcore. If you're into metalcore, August Burns Red is a great place to start. Between the Buried and Me. Do I want them in great or good? Do I want them in good or great? Why is Mastodon so low? I think they're good. I think that Between the Buried and Me is good. Black Dahlia Murder. All right, we got Black Sabbath. I can't believe I almost forgot Black Sabbath. So, I mean, if you don't put Black Sabbath in amazing, are you even a fan of metal? Blind Guardian. Power metal. I think they're great. Bolt Thrower. What do we think about Bolt Thrower? I think Bolt Thrower is great, and I think I'm putting them there because of Joe Bench. Female bass player, Warhammer theme. What more could you possibly want? Butcher Babies. Ugh. Oh my gosh, Mastodon has its very first buddy. Very hot chicks. Hot babes. But sometimes it doesn't work. So we love the chicks from Butcher Babies, but the music is meh. Cattle Decap. I mean, it goes without saying. Amazing. S tier. Top of the line. Cattle Decap. You can't go wrong with the Cattle Decap. Terracite. Not my favorite record. Not better than what was it? Death Atlas. My god. Terracite is not better than Death Atlas. However, Solastalgia off of Terracite is my favorite song off of that record. Cattle Decap, you can't go wrong. Travis Ryan, his voices. Pinched Fingers. Their live setup show is fantastic. You have to see Cattle Decap live. They're perfect in every way. Love Cattle Decap. What else is there to say? Children of Bottom. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, where do we put this cornballness? I'm going to put them as good. Now, this is more like death metal meets hardcore punk. I kept them in this. I put them in here because I did see them live. I thought they were extremely good. If you saw my show review, you would know that I like drooled over their guitarist Trey. I'm gonna put them in good. I'm gonna put them in good because I think that they're very solid live. I'm just going based on the live performance of them. Cryptopsy. Just get your butt right. Oh god, do we want it in amazing or do we want it in great? I think they're super, super good. I really loved this album. I don't like their new sound. Their new single is not hitting it with me. Death Angel, bestie. I'm putting Death Angel where they belong, in amazing tier. Death Angel, you're so good live. If you have an opportunity to see Death Angel, do it. It's freaking worth it. These musicians, even though they're in their 50s, played for 2 hours. Amazing Bay Area thrash. Perfect. Just great. Death. I mean, do we really have to, there you go. Death. Hi, Tasmanian Metal. How are you? Welcome to the stream. All right, Defeated Sanity. I'm putting it in good. Defeated Sanity is very good. But for me personally, it's extremely intense. And there's some genres that are very intense that I just need more time with. And this, for being they're technical death metal. And so they're more aggressive on like the kind of grindcore aspect aggressive. So there's not as much like Cryptopsy was a little more jazzy melodic, whereas this is more aggressive. Did I like Edge of Sanity? I'm now forgetting what I liked, how they sounded. We've gone through so many bands. Did we like Edge of Sanity? I think I'm gonna keep them in good. We've listened to so many bands. Oh my gosh. Electric Wizard. If you forgot, they're probably fine. Yeah. I honestly don't remember Electric Wizard now. Or Edge of Sanity. Ooh, do I want... I'm gonna put Electric Wizard in fine. Because I think I'm not stoned enough to listen to them. Shouldn't have bought them. Yes. Entombed, I think you're great. Left Hand Path, perfect. Absolutely great. Epica, what else is there to say? You're Simone Simmons. Simone Simmons, you're going in amazing because you're hot, you're beautiful, you're so talented. And I think that Epica is better than Demon Burger in every way. And I like them. Exodus. I feel the same way about Exodus as I do about Hypocrisy. I thought Exodus was very good, and this is a more like modern track from them, but I really enjoyed it. Horrible Earth, fantastic, amazing record, loved it, absolutely loved it. Again, if you're interested in grindcore, Horrible Earth is top tier, so freaking good. Loved it. It was similar to kind of Rotten Sound and Seep a little bit, so super good. Imperial Triumphant, one of the first bands we had on this channel. I think they're good. In Flames, In Flames is the most disappointing band. I'm still gonna put them in good, but they were one of the most disappointing bands we've ever had on this channel. The first like few records they have are so good. And they're so, it gets worse and worse as the years go on. Iron Maiden. I think they're good as well. I think Metal Church is superior to Iron Maiden. Ginger. I think Ginger's fine. Ginger is fine. Now, I did listen to this entire album, and I actually filmed it, but then I never got around to editing it because so much happened. And I still have the footage, I think. Now, here's the thing. This is what I'll say. Tatiana's a babe. I love Tatiana. So Tatiana specifically is going in A tier. Okay? Like, amazing. Tatiana, love you. Scream in my face all day long. Okay? Tatiana. Okay? Ginger, though. This record especially, I didn't click with it. And that's why I kind of didn't edit it and put it out, because I was like, ooh. Korn. I think Korn is good. Korn is good. I'm putting them in the exact same boat as Slipknot because I think Korn's new metal sound, their development in metal and everything, fire. Lacuna Coil, I also think is good. Lamb of God, I think is fine. All right, we got Mayhem. The Hot Pink album. Ooh. I don't know whether I want it to be in great. But you see, Mayhem is the best black metal that I've heard, pretty much. I'm putting them in S tier. Alright, we're down to Megadeth. We're just gonna put them right here in amazing, because Megadeth and Death Angel are so good. We're almost done. Ministry. In terms of industrial metal, I think they're good. Nevermore, I very much enjoyed. I think that they are also great. I feel the same way about Nevermore as I do about Exodus and Hypocrisy. I've never really listened to Nightwish with Floor Jansen, so I can't speak on that. But I like Floor Jansen. So for that, I'm going to put them in good. Because I think overall, you know, Floor is kind of carrying that. She's a talent in her own right. And, you know, I think that's all I can speak of. Queensryche. This one's also super easy for me. Putting Queensryche in S tier. This whole record was fire, fire, fire. Love it. Queensryche. Rotten Sound, also amazing. Very intense record though. Extremely intense grindcore record. We have Sepultura. Amazing or great? Probably A. See, I really liked this Roots, Bloody Roots era of theirs, but I know that they went into more of a new metal thing. Old Sepultura is great. I loved their like death metal sound. Like I said, liked their Roots, Bloody Roots sound. Super, super great band, but after their Roots, Bloody Roots album, I've heard bad things. All right, we're getting through it. Shadow of Intent. Amazing. Shadow of Intent is amazing. Slaughter to Prevail. This one's probably going to shock you guys too. I think Slaughter to Prevail is great. I really like Alex. He's also a babe. I love his voice. I love their live shows. I think Slaughter to Prevail is really awesome. The mask is cool. The branding is cool. It's just good deathcore. Alex, hit me up. Slayer. I don't know. I'm going to put them in fine. I'm going to put them in the same rank as Metallica because I think they're fine. Spirit Box. I'm putting Spirit Box in the same tier as... Ooh, but I really like... I think they're good. The Mackay. This was a surprising pick. I really liked... I really liked the Mackay. I really liked the Mackay. I thought they were great. Chapel. I think Whitechapel's fine. I feel the same way about Whitechapel as I do about Lamb of God. Last but not least, Within Temptation. I think they're also good. All right, y'all, we did it. We did it. We have the entire tier list done. Look at this. This is our amazing tier. Sharon is such a mommy, not gonna lie. We did it. Yay! I know it took a little bit, but we've listened to a lot of bands. We did it. We did it. Yay! Are we surprised? Did any of these surprise you? Did any of these shock you? Teamwork makes the dream work. Now we celebrate. I'm so happy that this is done now and we can celebrate.